bezel-less on mobile devices. Couple that with a 90 Hz refresh rate, and you can scroll smoothly through your favorite apps. Or play the most intense mobile games available with no compromises. That's because we put more computing power into this device than ever before. Now you can move seamlessly between apps with software that anticipates your next move. Our adaptive brightness feature gives your eyes the least strenuous experience possible. No matter the shot or scene, the OnePlus 7 Pro is up to the task. That's because we've added 3 rear camera lenses to make sure you're capable of catching every moment. And of course, we didn't forget the selfie camera. Power through your day and night worry-free, because with Warp Charge, you're good to go in 20 minutes. That means your phone is ready before you are. And the camera capabilities don't diminish when the sun goes down. Thanks to our Nightscape feature, you'll be able to take gorgeous photographs no matter the time of day. That's the OnePlus 7 Pro, our most advanced phone ever.
Once again, thank you everyone for joining us here. We're now ready to get started, requesting you once again to please silence your cell phones and devices. Please make some noise. It's showtime!
Wow, we got an amazing energy here tonight. Just a few months ago, we announced our new product strategy with our entry into the ultra-premium smartphone market with the OnePlus 7 Pro. And tonight, we're taking another step forward with something a lot bigger, especially when it comes to size. But first, I've got a couple of updates to share with you guys. Some of you here are already aware that we recently opened our R&D center in Hyderabad. Thank you. We really see Hyderabad's potential and want to help accelerate its role in becoming a digital innovation hub. So we decided to make it our first site for our first international R&D investment. In the next 3 years, we'll be investing 1,000 crores into our Hyderabad R&D center. And this investment will go into infrastructure, product development, and local talent. Let's talk about service. It's something that we're really focused on, because our customers are those who want the best products. So it's only right that we provide a level of customer service that can match our product standards. And I have some news to share here. In addition to having some of the industry's best service centers, we want to provide service to you where it's most convenient, in your homes. So we've been trialing this in Bengaluru for the past month, offering a 2-hour repair service right to your door. No matter what the issue is, our engineers will be there and solve it for you within 2 hours. No one else offers any service like this. And before the end of the year, we'll be rolling this out across 6 cities in India. This is what we believe high-end service should be like. Now, the next part we talk about a lot, so I'm gonna keep it brief. Our focus on great products and service has won the hearts of consumers worldwide. We're now the top 4 global premium smartphone brand. And here in India, OnePlus is once again the #1 premium smartphone brand. This happened in Q2 with 43% of the market share. Out of the past 5 quarters, we've now been #1 for 4 quarters. But to be honest, market share, it will never be our focus. Market share is only the result of doing other things right. And for us, it will always be great products and great service. What's really gratifying for us is when we're traveling around the world and we see people really use our products, because that's when we know we made a real difference in people's lives. Speaking about making a difference, allow me to introduce the latest addition to the OnePlus family, the OnePlus 7T. So here it is, the beautiful, all-new OnePlus 7T. Let's talk a little bit about design. Back in April 2014, when we launched the OnePlus One, we combined a unique curved design with a special texture on the back. It was really ahead of its time when it first came out, and ever since then, we've kept focusing on great touch and feel in our products. The OnePlus 7T comes in at just 8.1 millimeters thin, and at the edges, it tapers to only 3.2 millimeters, making it really easy and comfortable to hold and to grip. It has a taller 20:9 display, and compared to the OnePlus 7, the 7T managed to be more narrow while also providing you with more display area. Turn it over, and you'll see it's matte frosted glass. It's an elegant matte look that's also really smooth to the touch. We also use a new combination of layered films to create a unique radiance. So when you move the 7T under light, you get this beautiful, diffused reflection that looks really mesmerizing. Also, compared to a regular glass back, the frosted glass back on the OnePlus 7T is more resistant to fingerprints and smudges. The OnePlus 7T comes in 2 new colors, the Glacier Blue and the Frosted Silver. And this is the Glacier Blue. It's a natural blue that's inspired by water and ice. And this is the Frosted Silver. It's inspired by a sheen of ice captured in frosted glass. In 2015, our industrial design team started working on this matte frosted glass finish. And we found that when you combine glass with a matte finish, you get this really unique texture. It's almost metallic. That same year, we also released a limited edition phone using that same texture. In May of 2018, we felt we finally achieved the finish we intended, and we released the OnePlus 6 with two matte frosted glass variants, Midnight Black and Silk White. I don't know how to put this, but lately we've seen some other products follow us in using this finish. It's kind of flattering, and I guess you could say it's a small gift we brought to the industry. By now, you've all noticed the circular design on the OnePlus 7T. This simple, balanced, circular design houses the OnePlus 7T's new and powerful triple camera unit. A curve on the circle's outer bezel has been cut out with monocrystalline diamond drills. It looks almost like fine jewelry, and it's really stunning. So that's the OnePlus 7T's brand new design. Next, I want to talk about display innovation. For us, innovation is not about creating things that look good on paper, but rather about meaningful improvements to the day-to-day user experience of a product. Earlier this year, we released the OnePlus 7 Pro with an industry-leading fluid display with a 90 Hz refresh rate. Some of you might remember that during the launch, we said that trying to explain what 90 Hz feels like is kind of like trying to explain what falling in love feels like. You just have to do it and experience it for yourself before you really know. And now that the OnePlus 7 Pro has been on the market for a couple of months, plenty of people have been able to experience fluid display. So here are some of our favorite reactions.
This screen is all about the refresh rate.
90 frames per second.
Buttery smooth.
Super smooth when you're swiping through things.
The most responsive, snappy, fluid phone I've ever used.
A killer screen. This is an incredible display.
This is a gorgeous display.
The OnePlus 7 Pro is a major, major, major go.
Come on. Thank you. Oh, and here's a recent tweet by MKBHD. I'm happy to announce that we're bringing the 90 Hz fluid display to the OnePlus 7T. And I'm confident that once you use it, you'll also fall in love. And I also have one more piece of news to share. From now on, all future OnePlus smartphones will come with the fluid display technology. Smoothness and fluidity. We believe that that is the basis for a great user experience. You should experience no lag, no stutter, and no bloatware. You couple this with a fluid and seamless motion design, and you got a building block for a great user experience. I'd like to tell you more about our unique fluid display. It's much more than just having a panel with a 90 Hz refresh rate. The fluid display formula has three things. One, a great panel. So the OnePlus 7T features a state-of-the-art AMOLED panel with an industry-leading 90 Hz refresh rate. We've spent months in optimizing its touch circuitry and rendering process to make it up to 38% more responsive than other Android phones. But that's just the beginning. Second, you got to fine-tune the performance. We've been working really closely with Qualcomm's engineers to bring out the best of their flagship platform, rewriting the performance distribution strategy to make sure that the apps you use get all the power they need. So say you're using Instagram and you're scrolling through your pictures and videos, we will dynamically detect when you have the need for more performance and turn on more CPU cores to ensure that you always have a fluid experience. And third, animation optimization. So take our new full screen gestures as an example. The animations on the 7T are all updated to take full advantage of the new 90 Hz refresh rate. We've done over 150 animation improvements across Oxygen OS. And motion design is something that OnePlus will keep investing in. So the OnePlus 7T's fluid display is truly a pleasure to use. To show you how using it feels like, we prepared a little video. So let's take a look. So what else is new on the OnePlus 7T's display? It's a brand new generation AMOLED with better color accuracy while also reducing potentially harmful blue light by 40%, making it much easier on your eyes. A display, it's meant to be seen, and the one on the OnePlus 7T can achieve a maximum brightness of over 1,000 nits, which makes the screen really easy to read outdoors. In addition, higher brightness also means better HDR. So in addition to HDR 10+ support with Amazon Prime Video, there's also HDR support on YouTube and Netflix. Watching content on the 7T is a real pleasure. There's yet another small benefit for those of us who love reading. In 2017, we released something called Reading Mode. So when you turn this on, it turns your screen into monochrome, making it easier to read text. Over time, we realized that this was a little bit limiting, especially because multimedia is becoming a more and more important part of content, no matter if you're browsing the web or you're scrolling through your Twitter feed. So to provide a better reading experience, we've added something called chromatic reading mode. So when you turn this on, thank you. When you turn this on, instead of turning the screen entirely monochrome, we desaturate the color, and the result is a more pleasant reading experience. So that wraps up the OnePlus 7T display. Now, I'd like to invite my colleague, Zeke, up on stage to tell you all about its camera.
Wow. Thanks, Kyle. Now, let's talk about the camera. In the past few years, we have seen a golden age of smartphone cameras. For most people, smartphone has replaced their traditional digital cameras, and now they have become the single best tool you can have. But that doesn't mean that there's no room to improve. And we have noticed some interesting changes. Vlogging is taking over. In 2018, over 2,000 vlogs were uploaded to YouTube every hour, and more than 4 billion people around the world watch online video content every month. A new stage for smartphone cameras is here, an era of vlogging. We all now carry devices in our pocket that don't just allow us to connect with the world, but document the world. And at the smartphone company, we have a mission to help people do that and do it better. So with OnePlus 7T, we have made a complete upgrade to the camera's video capabilities. This is the best reason you have ever had to start recording your life. And probably all of you have a favorite vlogger, or maybe you already are the vlogger yourself. And I guess that many of you sitting here at least have thought of starting your own vlog channel. But most people give up on it quickly. And one of the main reasons is shaking, which is to say, they try creating a vlog, but the video is just too shaky. A lot of professional vloggers use a gimbal to hold and steady their phones and cameras, but the cost of getting one or carrying along with you all the time is a barrier for the average user. So with OnePlus 7T, we have solved that problem. To allow OnePlus users to create better stabilized videos, we have developed Super Stable, which combines the brand new ultra-precise gyroscope and powerful electronic image stabilization system. And with this feature turned on, you can get amazingly steady, stable videos straight off your OnePlus 7T. Now here's the comparison video with a Super Stable on and off. Thank you. Addressing the stabilization issue was only the first part, the part that gets us to why people vlog in the first place. And that is the joy of creating something and discovering new things of the world around us. We have equipped the OnePlus 7T with 3 super power cameras so that beside the high-resolution 48-megapixel main camera, there's also a 117-degree ultra-wide-angle camera and a 2-time telephoto camera. These 3 cameras work together seamlessly, so you can go freely from the main wide camera to telephoto and to ultra-wide and find the most creative angle and document things like never before. Here, I want to show you a special video. This video is shot by my friend who is pursuing her graduate degree of arts in London. She spent a weekend with OnePlus 7T and captured some beautiful videos on the street of London. Now let's take a look. Thank you. And of course, video aside, the OnePlus 7T's photos are stunning. In the last 5 years, we have been studying how people take photos with their phones. And we have become more and more aware of how people's phones reflect all the different dimensions of their lives. And for us, that means a truly great phone should be able to bring a little more beauty to your life. With the OnePlus 7T, we upgraded our powerful ultra-shot engine, which can help you capture even more beautiful photos. Just like our video features, and we also made the OnePlus 7T photo capturing experience the most versatile yet. And first is the portrait mode. Sorry. And first is the portrait mode. We all love taking portrait shots. And now you can use a new 2-time telephoto camera, which is the 51mm equivalent lens, to take portrait photos and get more professional results with less distortion. Or you can switch to the main camera and take portraits with a wider perspective. In addition to portrait mode, we're also making the ultra-wide-angle lens much more versatile on the OnePlus 7T. Like we said earlier, the OnePlus 7T is equipped with a 16-megapixel, 170-degree lens. With the 7T's ultra-wide-angle lens, the world literally expands for you. It can broaden the horizon on every memory you choose to keep. And on top of that, we also add 2 special features to this ultra-wide-angle lens. Over the past few years, our users have shared tons of great photos taken with the OnePlus phones through our Shot on OnePlus community. And among these gorgeous photos, we found a large percentage go for macro shots. And here are just a few of them. We love macro photography because it gives us a whole new way to explore the world. And today, we're going to bring smartphone macro photography to a new level. With the OnePlus 7T's triple camera system, we managed to add a customized macro lens motor. Now you can be as close as 2.5 centimeters away from the subject and still get that perfectly focused shot. And yes, 2.5 centimeters. That's basically the width of 2 index fingers. It is amazing. With this feature, thank you. With this feature, you will discover details that you have never seen before. The lines in the maple leaves under the sunset, and the world reflected in the water droplet after the rain. Once you start using this feature, you will see there's so much more beauty in the world than you ever realized. Last year, together with OnePlus 6T, we introduced Nightscape. By automatically taking multiple shots and combining them into one, Nightscape helps you get bright and detailed photos with a high dynamic range, even in low light conditions. With OnePlus 7T, beside the main camera, we also brought the Nightscape to the ultra-wide angle. To sum up, what we have here is a triple camera system with all the flagship specs you come to expect from OnePlus, including an ultra-wide-angle lens that offers you a whole new creative possibilities for photos and videos. And OnePlus 7T puts an unbelievably powerful, versatile camera system right in your hand. And a great camera system needs great performance. And for that, I'd like to welcome your old friend, Shuma, on stage to tell you more about the performance of the OnePlus 7T.
Hello, good evening. All right, so performance. At OnePlus, we never settle in pursuit for the better. So we believe that OnePlus 7T is the best performing device out there. And we believe this is possible for a couple of reasons. First of the reasons is our chipset, the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus. This is the upgrade comparing to the 855 that has launched earlier this year and is present on OnePlus 7 or OnePlus 7 Pro. So this time, Qualcomm have developed a new Cryo 485 CPU core clocking up to 2.96 gigahertz. At that, combined with a GPU clocking up to 675 megahertz, creates an upgrade of performance of 15%. And then earlier this year, with the OnePlus 7 series, we have introduced UFS 3.0. We were the first one in the world to bring UFS 3.0 storage to a production smartphone. Thank you. And then, even 2 months later, we were still the only ones. So, of course, with the OnePlus 7T, you can expect no less than this best possible storage on a phone. And then we must talk about charging. Ever since OnePlus 3, we've been changing charging habits of our users. And this time, we have built on top of Warp Charge 30, and we've created what we call third generation of Warp Charge charging, Warp Charge 30T. Thank you. Warp Charge 30T brings some upgrades both to the software algorithm responsible for charging and for the battery construction itself. And actually, it's not only faster than the charging that you can find on OnePlus 7, but it's also charging faster than Warp Charge than you can find on OnePlus 7 Pro. And actually, it's whole 23% faster. And then what is cool is that we have not compromised on the convenience. So I think that our charging system is quite famous for how cool it keeps the phone during charging. And with OnePlus 7T and Warp Charge 30T, it's no different, because we have introduced a new graphite heat sink pipe, and we have redesigned how the charging system is created. But it's not just charging and CPU and storage that are fast on OnePlus 7T. Our screen unlock and solution alike, similar to screen unlock, are now widely popular in the market. But we think that in terms of performance and speed, there is no much to our solution. But this time with OnePlus 7T, we decided that we want to make it really smooth as well. So we have created a couple of upgrades that you guys need to try for yourself. And then we believe that the great overall experience when it comes to especially gaming is the immersive experience. So we are bringing the well-known pair of serious stereo speakers to the OnePlus 7T with Dolby Atmos support. Thanks a lot, guys. And in my personal opinion, my favorite upgrade to the OnePlus 7 Pro was the new haptic motor. And we feel that the way it changes your experience where gaming or typing on a keyboard is really, really important. And with OnePlus 7T, we're bringing a new linear motor with an independent drive for the best haptic experience, especially while gaming. For us, the overall great experience is no compromise in audio, video, and haptic. And moving on to Oxygen OS. So first, before I tell you guys about all the new features that we are bringing with Oxygen OS, let me recap what happened roughly 2 weeks ago. So we were celebrating 1500 days anniversary of Oxygen OS. You guys know. Awesome. And on that occasion, we decided to plant some trees. And we have committed to plant 1 tree for every tweet with hashtag OxygenOS. And the actual result exceeded our expectation by a lot. And now, together with our partners at WWF, we'll plant exactly this manner. And 1 bonus from us here in India. So thank you very much, guys, for caring for the environment. And then let's move on to another bank. OnePlus 7T will be the first phone in the world to come out of the box with Android 10. I think that reaction tells it all. And we understand you guys, and we agree that bringing the latest from Android is really important. And that's why already on the very first day of launch of Android 10, we have introduced Oxygen OS based on Android 10 in open beta build. And right now, already our OnePlus 7 and OnePlus 7 Pro users can experience a full-fledged Android 10 with Oxygen OS flavor on their devices. Thank you. We think that Android 10 is a major enhancement, especially when it comes to privacy and security. So it's awesome to see comments like these reassuring us in this idea. Also, on that occasion, I want to thank our friends at Google for supporting us and making it possible to ship Android 10 to OnePlus users that early. But new Android is not all what our Oxygen OS team has prepared for you guys. So as a product team, we've spent the last 2 years in India speaking with you guys, with our Indian users. And we've been, for the last 11 months, in our R&D center in Hyderabad, developing all new set of India-centric features. And here are a couple of them. First of all, back in the days before the World Cup has started, we have introduced cricket scores. So now I'm sure that India team performance was a little bit of disappointment during World Cup, but I'm sure the team will recuperate soon and to follow their endeavors, and as well as those of any other national or IPL team, you can head to Shelf, so our -1 screen, and configure cricket scores for yourself. And then we've also made some improvements to the gallery. So now our phone is able to recognize what's present on the photo and categorize those photos into what we call smart albums. So they are contextually created based on the recognized objects, recognize your friends or family or anyone that's in your photos, or just based on location. And what's really important for us is that the whole process is happening within the device itself. This means you don't need internet connection, and no data is sent anywhere outside your phone for the highest privacy and for the fastest speed of processing. Thank you. But if you would like to, after all, upload some photos, we're providing you with new OnePlus cloud storage for the gallery. If you guys like this one, I think you will like this one even more, because for the first year, we are giving you additional 50 GB of storage. Awesome. All right. And next, we've decided to tackle your work-life balance with a feature that we call work-life balance. And we think that digital health is a really important aspect of one's life, and as a phone maker, it's our responsibility to help you maintain it. We have started with a Zen mode, where you can detach from your phone for a short 20 minutes, now even more, up to an hour. And as a next step, we are introducing work-life balance. So what we have researched is that our users are using their devices not only for entertainment or for instant messages and communication with their friends and family, but also for work. And the set of applications that is relevant during the lifetime and work time is completely different. And the scenario is also very different in those two cases. So what we have created is, with work-life balance, you can categorize your applications into those relevant during lifetime and during work time. And after you categorize them and enable respectively work mode or life mode, you will not be bothered by notifications from applications that are not relevant or disturbing at a particular moment. Thank you. And then we have also added some intelligence to it. So you can automate the whole process. For example, if you want to enable your life, our phone can detect your location or Wi-Fi connectivity and turn on live mode automatically when you reach home. Thank you. Or, for example, for work, you can schedule it to be enabled on weekdays from, let's say, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can configure it in dozens of different ways, but we're hoping that it will help you focusing on your work better, as well as living your life to the fullest. And then, I'm sure we are all receiving all sorts of notifications. OTPs, transactional messages, bunch of spam. So what we have done in our messaging app is we have categorized automatically your messages into different brackets for promotional messages, transactional, one-time password, and personal. On top of that, we are also visualizing messages, 39 different types of messages, delivery information or train tickets, flights, your bank information, bills, and so on. And to add to it, we are also introducing quick and actionable one-tap actions where you can, for example, copy your OTP or call your delivery guy. Awesome, thank you guys. And then lastly, I know that you guys travel a lot abroad for business or for holidays, and we have identified a couple of problems related with that, and specifically internet access related problems. So we think that buying your SIM card before you leave or right after you arrive or trying to find the right roaming package is a little difficult. So we're introducing what we call international roaming. So with international roaming, in an easy and cost-effective way, you can get some data packages. And what's most important, it's extremely convenient because you don't need to purchase them before you leave. You can get them without internet access, which means that you can just arrive in your destination foreign country and do it right there. So these are our new India-centric features. All of these are coming to users of OnePlus 6 and newer this year itself. And we couldn't be more excited as well. And lastly, we have a special announcement to make. There's a very fantastic product we are working on for over a year now, and I couldn't be more excited to tell you guys that starting sometime next year, you will no longer need your physical wallet, as we are announcing OnePlus Pay. Thank you. That's been it about Oxygen OS and Oxygen OS performance, as well as the OnePlus 7T overall. And let's watch this recap video. Thank you.
Every decision we made, every path we took, led us to one thing: a better phone to empower you. You got videos to watch and feeds to scroll, so there's a wider edge-to-edge screen that still fits in your hand. You've got apps to run. New hardware unlocks and processes quicker, while our screen is more fluid and more responsive. Smoother? You got that too, thanks to a 90 Hz refresh rate, with richer, sharper, deeper colors and detail. You've got photos to take, with 3 lenses instead of 1, so you can shoot wide angle, ultra wide angle, and telephoto, to always get the full picture. Even in backlight, and with almost no light, so your images always look spot on. You've got things to do, places to be, so there's Warp Charge. Just 30 minutes to keep you moving. And you've got dual speakers, so when you're gaming, you don't get played. You've even got video stabilization, so you can always keep it steady. We came, we listened, we made the phone you want. Introducing the new OnePlus 7T. Never settle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the founder, CEO, and Chief Product Officer of OnePlus. Please put your hands together and welcome Pete Lau.
Good evening. Good evening, India. I'm so excited to be here in New Delhi with you all again. I'm looking forward to this day for over 2 years. Today will be a day to remember for OnePlus. On December 17th, 2013, OnePlus was officially founded, which started our journey of never settle. At that time, most people did not think OnePlus entering the smartphone market was a wise choice. They believed the smartphone industry was already overcrowded and did not need a large brand. And yet, we saw that smartphones had so much room to improve. The touch and feel, the build quality and the details, the user experience. We believed we could change the industry for the better. In pursuit of this belief, we have created a better and better smartphone user experience and grown into an incredible community across the world. And now, we have become one of the most preferred premium smartphone brands. And we are just getting started. Besides making the best premium smartphones, we have an even bigger dream for the future. The future is hard to predict, but we know it will be connected. After much discussion with our global community, we are more certain that everyone's online experience will be seamlessly connected. The home is the first of this. But in the last 10 years, the home internet experience has not fundamentally changed. And so, we felt someone needed to shake up this field. Today, OnePlus is taking its first step in connecting the mobile and the home spaces. And we believe it will be the first of many in the next 5 to 10 years. About a year ago, we announced to our community that we were developing a smart TV for OnePlus. That means it did not have to be good, but it had to be the best in picture, sound, and everything that our users care about. We put together an expert product team. Most of them have been in the TV industry for over 10 years. To perfect the picture quality, we asked the 2 expert consultants to join our R&D team. Hirohisa, former head of R&D, former Sony R&D for LCD, and Asakura, vice chairman of the Society of the Picture Quality Engineers in Japan. Both of them have made a great contribution to Japan's TV industry. We did not want to make an ordinary TV. We want to make a TV that would meet the highest standard of the industry, one that would be a breakthrough in connected user experience. So, in addition to building an expert team, we spend a lot of time perfecting the connected user experience. You probably know smartphones are the most carefully engineered consumer electronics. For the past months, we have been using the same smartphone standard to build the smart TV. The OnePlus TV was developed for over 14 months, far longer than the industry average 3 to 6 months. When you make something for users, for people, it's not about how fast or how long you develop it, but the quality that comes out in the end. Our remote controller is a thank you. Our remote controller is a good example. No other remote controller was made with this level of excellence in build quality and attention to details. And finally, today in New Delhi, OnePlus is revealing the first flagship smart TV, a combination of imagination and intelligence. We believe, just as we have done for smartphones, the OnePlus TV will redefine the smart TV experience. And here it is. This is a OnePlus TV. Thank you. I'm proud to share this moment with all of you. So now I would like to invite our coordinator, Tilan, to tell you more. Tilan.
In 1896, brothers Lumiere organized the first ever communal TV screening. Documentary was to be screened. Documentary of a train arriving at a train station. Pretty common sight in those times. If only the screening audience would have ever witnessed the TV screening, or TV for that matter, before in their lives. Because you see, as the train started to get closer and closer to the screen, audience panicked. They thought the train is going to run them over, and they ran out of the screening room. Brothers Lumiere never finished that screening. TV used to be a box where your friends and family would gather around to spend some time together. 60 years ago, when you would get your visitors at your house, you would bring the most important visitors closest to the TV, whilst the ones that are least important would be standing next to a doorway from where they would be watching TV. TV used to be a status symbol, sign of progress, piece of art. Nowadays, TV is just a utility. Well, for us, TV is more than a utility. It is more than a smart utility. It is a combination of community and technology. TV is an object where you will bring your most important visitors closest to the TV, whilst the ones that start writing you reply on WhatsApp and never finishing it, letting you hang in there hopelessly, waiting for that message to arrive, will be standing next to our doorway, far, far away. You need 4 things to keep gathering friends and family at your place for all the screenings. You need a beautiful and immersive window that will transport you into various realms. A window or display panel that will make you forget about all of your surroundings. But seeing is only one part. You want to hear as well through your speakers. You cannot immerse yourself or lose yourself in that window if you cannot hear the sounds associated with your surroundings. Once the TV is turned on, screen acts like a magic mirror, taking you places without you ever needing to move away from your chair. But the moment TV is turned off, it's just another black box. So you need your TV to be designed beautifully, top, bottom, front, and back. And last but not least, the way you navigate the worlds you wish to enter, or TV's operating system, where all your worlds can be found, is important, because ultimately you don't want to spend too much time learning how to find things that you're looking for. You want everything to be at the tip of your finger. So you need 4 things to keep gathering